Good morning, everybody. This week and the past few weeks we're having mad issues. It has been so warm and we've had no rain. We have no rain, have we, Dad?
No rain.
Nothing. Grass is not growing, it's stopped growing. You see, we're taking actually a load of slurry out. This is going to be one load of parlour washings. We're very watery, and then Dad is going to take some water out of the dikes itself. We've got a new back end of the slurry tank here, if I can speak. You'll see this new back end. The old back end absolutely went completely bust. I'll see if I've got a shot of it, I'll show you it now. Absolutely completely knackered. So we are to a new back end, which is very exciting for us. Hopefully that's about right. You might need to tilt it up a little bit. No, it says no about spreading. But has it ever been this dry before?
Yeah, 1976.
1976.
Yeah.
Wait, so that's the only time you've tanked?
Tanked during the summer, gone to the pits and the ditches, and every morning we send the tractor driver out. It took 3 to 5 loads every morning. We covered an acre of ground. Every morning a new acre, new acre, new acre. And after a week or so, if it's only dirty water, the grass will grow and then the cows will start grazing it. It kept our farm green when others burnt up round us. It was a bit of work and it seemed a bit of a fag, but cows did eat grass. Once you got into the system, within a fortnight, if it doesn't rain, they'll be grazing these bits we're covering today, and it'll give them something new to go to. And it's mainly dirty water. We'll pick the water out of the ditches, out of the dikes next to, and maybe a pit that we've got that never seems to run out of water.
It's crazy, isn't it? We were talking, what, in April? So this is, we're going to get really behind on videos. So this is June the 25th.
25th of June.
We're very, very dry.
We're dry,
and we've got 2 big bales out, and we're feeding on the silo. So when cows walk out and in, they're getting food all the time.
Yeah.
We don't want them to be short of food. That is the main that is the main thing. We want cows to eat all the time. We like cows grazing, but we've got no grass for them to graze. It is a mad issue. We've never had it. What?
If you look over the pastures, they are green. They would grow if they had a bit more moisture. We've got green land, it's not burnt up down the field. It is green, and the cows are pulling at something. We can't afford to top it because what little bit's left, we want to keep the moisture in at night. We don't want it to heat up and bear anymore.
Yeah, because normally we would have topped by now. Like early June, first 2 weeks of June, you kind of look at topping, getting fresh grass. But you don't want to top it because the grass isn't growing underneath.
There'll be nothing for them to eat. So this way, at least we're trying to encourage some growth, keep the moisture in the morning, a bit of dew, but the days are so long, it's so dry. This is just a method to try and keep the grass growing till the rain comes. And it will come. There's nothing more certain. It will rain again one day.
I'm pretty excited for the new shoot. It's just daft, isn't it? April, we were talking about how flooded it was. We put some new grass seeds in. I don't know if that video would have been out or not. We put some new grass seeds in. They're growing a bit, but they just need a bit of moisture as well. There's no dew in the morning. It's very dry. This is very, very odd for us. What I'm going to do is show what Dad's doing. We'll get some out of the pit in a minute, and hopefully you guys can see everything that we're trying to do. We'll get filled up and we'll go. Pulling some, isn't it?
It's pulling all the way back from the main drain. There's a flap on it, on the main drain, but it doesn't seal tight. So when the main drain's full, it comes back up our drain and fills this farm with water. This is the height between the water and the land. That's all we've got, probably about 4 feet, 5 feet. That's it. So the land never dries out as much as other farms. but that's the water level, and when the tide comes in and we're tide locked and water's coming in, it'll still work its way up this drain because the flap.
We'll always have water, won't we? Because of the tide.
Because of the tide.
We're so close.
We're actually pulling this back from the whole system round all the ditches locally. Now the thing is, this is one of the lowest spots on our farm, so it's easier for me to back up to and pump out. I know
people will be saying that this is a waste of time, but we're doing this early. What is it? It's about 8:30 in the morning now.
Yes, 8:30.
So we don't want to do it any early,
Nope.
later than this.
No,
because there'll be no point, will it?
This is last load. I've been at it since 6:10. There's about 15 loads today, 12, 15 loads, and before the real sun gets up and really bakes it and dries it, it has time to soak into the roots a little bit, and it will just feed the grass and keep it growing. And if we do a bit every day, every morning between 6 and 8, 6 and 8:30 till breakfast time, if we only get 6 loads done, it's another acre of land covered.
Some more water on. You can see that it's sucking some serious water there. I don't know if we can just see that, it's moving a lot.
That's moving from further up, back this way, Tom.
Yeah, you can see it there, can't you?
You see it better there. Sucking the water up, sucking the water back. It's not as though we're out of grass as we speak. The cows have still got something to come to, and if this dry weather keeps going for another 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, as I was in 76, we knew by coming middle of July, August, everywhere was brown, but we were still just green.
29th of June today, so I'm probably not going to get this video on straight away. Probably not going to get this video on straight away, so you kind of see how long we're been putting it up for. So you see how clean that water is that he's putting on. There you go, very clean. I think this video is probably going to be a week on Friday. Today's video is the tanking video that I edited loads and put quite a lot of effort into it. Got any comments on what you guys are doing to try and cure this drought we're in? We're both feeding quite hard. I'm putting a bit of Selco on it because there is little grass. There's not lots of grass out there. There's a bit, but there's not loads. So we're doing everything we can. You'll see that the cows over my left-hand shoulder are on the bit that we mowed, because that always gets on top of us normally. So they're always on the bit we mowed, so on the new shoots or on that fresher grass, aren't they? Yeah. That's what they prefer.
Yeah, the grass, it's not curing it now, it's looking long term. In 2 months time, or in 6 weeks time, if we've still not had a quantity of rain, we'll be into third cut siloing, we'll be grazing and grazing more. We're just trying to preserve the long term grazing on the farm. It's a bit of work, but it's only for me. I'll just plod away.
Your time, isn't it? People are going to say it's waste time. It's your time, your machinery, and a bit of your diesel.
Yeah, it's a couple of hours a morning just to make sure that in 5 weeks' time, if we don't get any substantial rain, we've still got enough grass to be grazing our cows end of July, August, when milk gets tight anyway.
It's funny what they were saying. You were talking about 1976. They're just on the news today, weren't they? Were rationing water and stuff like that. They had, what did they have? 10 weeks? Was it 5 weeks?
I think it was nearly 10 weeks of over 30 degrees somewhere in this country. Trees were dying. Grounds was parched dry. It was never been as dry.
We're just not used to it, aren't we?
No.
I got an email from someone from Australia about 2 weeks ago, and they said how much they like looking at our fields because they're green all the time. They're going through a massive drought at the moment. But yeah, it was very interesting. And now the tides have changed. Yes, we are still green. We are nothing like those, but it's interesting how we are adapting to it. Right, I'll probably leave you to that, Joe. We'll go.
But the amount of slurry we put on the pastures and meadows during the winter helps obtain the organic matter, which holds moisture back. We're never really short of moisture on this farm, and we will slurry. As soon as we've taken second cut off next week, we'll be slurrying all the pitch again and putting it on. Put it on quite hard. It may as well be there, and that'll help retain whatever water's in the ground.
It's got to rain again, hasn't it? You're saying Thursday it's going to rain. So this video might come out and it might have rained the day before, maybe. You're saying it might rain, but that's guessing a week ahead. Anyway, right, we'll leave you to it. We'll try and get the drone up to look at some more stuff. But
the cows are content. It's
not working, like I said.
The cows are content, they're grazing, and what little they are eating is of good quality. They're not full of wishy-washy water down grass. What little bit they eat is good quality, and the big wet round bales we made last September, they are now doing a great job.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
They're not wasting one bit. They may be wet, they may be a bit mushy, but the cows are loving them.
Is that my t-shirt? that is the end of the watering video. I didn't get loads of footage because my drone broke the day we were doing it. I think it was the 25th. Just got the drone back. It is like new, which is fantastic. We had the umbilical lads in Billikens water for a bit. Again, I couldn't film that. We are really dry. It's not rained for what, over a month now?
Oh, easy, 6 weeks. We've had the 50 acres of grass we've cut on the farm side. We've watered by the umbilical and also with the tanker.
Yeah, we had a few videos of the tanking, which we would have done so much. We would have greened up. I'll send my drone up tonight. We're about to start milking. All the cows are getting up, getting ready. So that is what we're doing now. I need to sort another couple of other jobs out. Dad's getting busy on the phone. So guys, well happy about my drone coming back. The fields are looking green. It is so dry at the moment. I am buffer feeding the cows big time. I'm buffer feeding here. I've got a ring feeder there and I've got another ring feeder there. Again, I'll get my drone up, you might be able to see it. So I'm having a bit of issues with the lack of water. It's cloudy today, which is the first time in a long time. Maybe it's gonna rain. It's saying rain on Monday. Today's Thursday, which would be fantastic. We do need some heavy rain. Yes, it is nice being sunny all the time, but it doesn't really work every day because we need that rain. Guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. The drone is back. Yeah, boy. That was so good. Like I said, it left on Monday, came back Thursday after, so 10 days, not even 10 working days. Really well. I'm well happy. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you in a bit. See you later.